Hello Scorpio, thank you for visiting Empress Moon Tarot. I hope you're doing amazing. I have already meditated on your cards and shuffled your cards for the majority. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the sign of Scorpio. That's one. Actually, this is me having to redo your reading. I did yours and Libra's, only to determine that I had not wiped off the lens of the camera, and the whole entire reading was fuzzy. So apparently the reading was meant just for me and my Scorpio moon, and I had to redo it. I need 3 more cards, please, Spirit. I actually just wanted to take a brief moment to say that I am immensely grateful to all of you that have been subscribing to my channel, liking, commenting, and sharing. I think we're going to be hitting 500 subscribers through the night. Very close to 500 now. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more. That's beautiful, beautiful weekend. Beautiful Saturday, anyway. Sunday. What to avoid, please? I feel like 1 turned over here. Yes. Huh. Ace of Swords. Okay. And what to embrace, the High Priestess. Okay, so what to avoid? We have the Ace of Swords. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to it. What to embrace, the High Priestess, that's Pisces energy. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. We have the King of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. You know, this is 2 weeks in a row, Scorpio, where Fridays you seem to, it's almost like you kind of cycle through the week, and when you get to the end of the work week, you get into your head on Fridays, at least in the last 2 weeks. Saturday, we have the Sun card. I'm having to move this up due to our glare. Sunday, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and we'll break it down as quickly as we can, then we'll put it all together, okay? Our 9 of Swords on Monday, that sleepless nights, you're worried about something. Monday, there's some sort of worry, some sort of fear that's plaguing you. It could be a carryover from Sunday night. So stresses of the day infecting your mind, you feeling like you have to plan everything out just so. It's absolutely positively an issue of being more in your mind than anything. All these swords, they're not real. If you look real close, they're not real. So whatever's going on in your head is something of your own making. It's not real. You're worrying, you're getting too much worry and anxiety. You need to let that go, Scorpio. On Tuesday, we have the 10 of Pentacles energy. This is that good fortune, security. You know, I love it in this deck because, you know, we see the family pictures up here, so there's a little bit of nostalgia. There's that feeling of home. Something on Tuesday gives you that feeling of home, that feeling of security. You're building a strong foundation in something. building a strong foundation in something. Good fortune. This is, you know, life is easy peasy. The cats are chilling. Alice is chilling. Life is good. Life is good and happy. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, there's some forward movement on something. Now, in most decks, the forward movement is very, very quick. But for you, you're moving slowly on something. In this deck, she's moving very slowly. She's moving very slowly and very carefully. And the Chariot, you know, in some decks it is slow, in some decks it's not moving at all, in other decks it's moving very fast. So you're moving very slowly. The question would be, is, you know, what is your intuition telling you? Should you continue to be moving slowly or not? Now the Chariot represents the sign of Cancer. It's another water sign. It's very emotional. So something related to your emotions and movement, forward movement, slow forward movement. Perhaps you're starting to get out of your head a little bit. On Thursday, we have the King of Wands energy. The King of Wands, he's got, you know, tremendous confidence. I mean, look at him. He's like having a good old time. He doesn't care what anybody thinks of him. He's living life to the fullest in this deck. Living life to the fullest. He's just enjoying his afternoon, you know, having a good old time. So the King of Wands has that tremendous confidence. He's super, super, super enchanting. Very intense, very strong. So very strong. So on Thursday, Scorpio, you might be tapping into that energy of yours that's very enchanting, because Scorpio is very magnetic, very enchanting. They have intense confidence, so you have a lot of confidence. You're going to be harnessing that energy on Thursday. And that energy could be used in anything. That confidence could be used in, if you're in sales, it could be great for your sales. You know, it could be used in your work environment. It could be used with your friends, with your family. It could be used with loved ones. Wherever that energy is going to be used, everywhere you go on Thursday, Scorpio, you're going to exude that confidence. You're going to have really great communication skills too, because the King of Wands is known for having strong communication skills. Very good communicator. On Friday, Scorpio, last Friday you had the Five of Cups, I believe, for last Friday. This Friday you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is kind of feeling helpless. In this card, she's kind of she's being taken away from that door. It's almost like you feel like something is getting away from you. Like something has been taken away from you. I don't know what it is, Scorpio, but on Friday, there's going to be that feeling that, you know, something has been taken away. Something has slipped through your fingers. Something has slipped through your grasp. Something is, you know, something is lost. And it's not a feeling of, you know, it's more a feeling, it's not a feeling of the fact that, you know, you, it's not a feeling that you could do anything about it, that it's slipped through your fingers, it's slipped through your grasp. You're going to feel like you lost something. But this card is the one that tells you, Scorpio, to open up your eyes and take a look. It's not that far from you. Give yourself a break. If this is a result of, you know, work, just a very difficult work situation coming to a head on Friday, give yourself a break. Don't let it get you down. You know, release those feelings of helplessness. because hope is a lot closer than you think it is. On Saturday, we have the Sun card. The Sun card and this represents the sign of Leo. The Sun card is that ultimate happiness card. Happiness, enlightenment. Super, super powerful energy in this card. On Saturday, you're going to have a lot of clarity. And so on Wednesday, you're having some trouble. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking suddenly. Let me pause the video. I'll come right back. Let me get something to drink. I'm losing my voice. That actually might be significant. Since this is happening in the reading, this might be significant. Communication problems. Have you been having communication problems this week, Scorpio? Are you having trouble communicating something to somebody? Because what I feel now, see, now it's gone. That had to have been it. I mean, I still have a little bit of a raspy voice, but I can speak again. Something related to the weekend and communication. It's as if you're having trouble expressing something. I'm not sure what it is that you feel like you need to express, but we were talking about the Sun card at the time. And the Sun card brings with it enlightenment, clarity on a situation. Enlightenment and clarity. It also tells you to move forward. You know, you had very little forward movement on Wednesday with the Chariot. But now here on Saturday, you have forward movement. And with me having trouble speaking, I feel like that's significant just because of how I feel energies. I feel what I feel tells me what other people are dealing with. And I haven't been having any trouble with my voice until now. So I really feel like there's some form of, there's a need for clarity. There's a need for you to communicate something to bring clarity. And, you know, when you think of the Sun, you think about warmth in your heart, right? You think about that warmth, that overall feeling, that good, happy feeling. And this card tells you, Scorpio, see, my voice is fine again. This card tells you, Scorpio, that in order for you to embrace that clarity, that enlightenment, and have that warmth in your heart, in your very soul, you're going to need to communicate. And you're going to need to communicate clearly. You're going to need to communicate with the truth. And you know what to do in order to bring about this happiness in your life. Now the Six of Pentacles, that tells, this particular card has to do with reviewing your relationships. See how they're all hanging around and all-you-can-eat buffet? Lucky them, right? And the Six of Pentacles says you need to review your relationships. You need to remove anything that's toxic and no longer serving you, and keep that which is bringing about peace and love and harmony in your life. Honor the people in your life that lift you up and encourage you. Scorpio, for what you need to avoid for this week, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about that communication, coming in swiftly with communication. It's important messages that need to be said. It's important messages you need to receive. It's communication. It's a fresh start. and communicating better. With this coming in your what to avoid placement for the week, that would tell me that you need to avoid confrontational communication, deceptive communication, lack of communication. Communication is definitely needed. We saw this here. We see this also in, you know, honoring the ones in your life who bring you happiness and calm and whatnot. And we also saw the communication in the King of Wands. He's a very strong communicator. He's a very good communicator. And you're also in need of positive self-talk too, between the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So this is telling us, Scorpio, that for the week you need to make sure that you're communicating clearly, and that you're communicating with truth, and that you're communicating quickly. Now, what to embrace? We have the High Priestess energy. That's Pisces. The High Priestess is extremely intuitive. She's very, very patient. She's very calm. She's the type of person that is filled with spiritual wisdom. Like I said the other day, she came up in your weekend reading, I think. Check your weekend reading. I had pointed out how, see these, like, I didn't point this out in the weekend one, but see these, like, two chess pieces, right? And they look like they could either be a queen or a rook or something like that. She's very, very calculated in her waiting, because she's so strong and determined, but patient to wait for that spiritual discernment, for the spiritual side of things, the intuition, something that's going to guide her towards happiness. She literally awaits spiritual guidance to move towards happiness, which is, you know, the Sun card. So that's telling us, Scorpio, that for this week, you need to pay attention to your intuition. Don't set it aside. If you get a gut feeling about something, you know, follow that and, like, really give it some thought. So you need to really embrace your intuitive side this week. You need to be patient and calm. Okay, Scorpio, let's get you a mystical wisdom card. Choices. I believe you've been getting a couple messages on having to make choices. And one of the choices you're having to make is reviewing your relationships. Look, once again, matches. You need to remove toxic relationships, remove those that are blocking you. But this says choices. Make the best choices. One of the choices you need to make is not to be in your head, to accept hope. To accept hope instead of falling into this, you know, negative self-talk. Another choice you have to make is regarding communication. Regarding communication. Communication with yourself, communication with others. And then yet we have another choice regarding movement in one direction or another. One says to move slow in the middle of the week and be careful and calculated, while on the weekend it says to move forward. Another choice is to bring truth. truth. Truth and honesty. And then your final choice is whether or not you're going to listen to your intuition. Make the best choices, Scorpio. I hope that helps you, and have an absolutely fantastic week. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so that we can stay connected and encourage one another going forward. Let me pull you a Romance Angels card. I'll do that for all the signs this week too. I think I did that last week. Whether or not your reading will have to do with romance, only you know if it does. Scorpio, September 24th to the 30th. Please, Spirit, Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, you're being a little bit quiet on the romantic front. Well, I guess not, actually. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Boy, you got like a whole host of them that came up in my hand. Past life relationship, soulmate, calling in your soulmate, reconciliation, trust, getting to know each other. What in the world? You got a lot of cards that popped into my hand this week. Alright, well, this won't apply to everybody, but for some reason, since they all fell out with it, I'm just gonna quick read through it. Give your relationships a chance, which says work on your partnership. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Open, honest communication. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, have hope. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This could be past last week, last month, last year. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, visualizations bring you together. Yes, Scorpio, this is your soulmate. Possibly from a past life relationship, because you've known each other before. Why do you always have to be so complicated? You like make me take out all these extra cards, Scorpio. Stop that. Y'all have a wonderful week. We'll see you later.